We're Jessica and Jeff Robertson, and we've got some exciting news to share. We're joining the Great American Media family.
Our new unscripted series is a journey that takes us out of our Louisiana comfort zone and into a brand new chapter, expanding our roots to a ranch in Texas.
Along the way, you'll meet our kids, grandbabies, relatives, and a community who reminds us of what matters most.
We can't wait to invite you on this faith-filled adventure exclusively on Great American Pure Flix, Great American Family, and GFAM Plus.
Welcome everyone. Here we go. Welcome to our Great American Media 2026 preview live. Personally, I can't believe another year has already gone by since our last kickoff. So much has happened here at Great American, and so much in all of our lives, no doubt, including my own. And I just wanted to slip this in here really quickly that a huge thank you to so many of you who reached out to me with prayers and messages as I rebuild so many aspects of my life after losing my home in last year's Southern California fire. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. Your kindness truly meant more than you know. I know we all go through stuff. We all have our challenges. And I think the support and the love that I felt here has really touched my heart in so many ways. Moving right along. As we look ahead, here we go. 2026 is shaping up to be just an incredible year here at Great American. We've got so much coming your way. We got new original movies, series premiering all year long, nearly every week featuring your favorite stars. And of course, we also have the Great American Rescue Bowl, and Trevor Donovan, who's a special commentator this year, is making his way over here right now to join me. We also have the landmark week-long event, America Reads the Bible. We've got the return of the Ainsley McGregor series with Candace Cameron Bure, new seasons of When Hope Calls, Crossroads Springs, County Rescue. Who's getting excited? Plus our very first original lifestyle series. How about this, guys? Jeff and Jess, Beyond the Bayou. We've got all that. We're going to be talking about it. We're going to be talking to the stars of these shows. You're going to love it. This is just one of those nights where we get to connect with you, right? So probably one of our favorite parts. You might hear in the background some crying from some puppies. That's a little hint of what's to come. But this is one of the nights where we get to connect with you. So don't be shy, everybody. Tell us where you're watching from. Drop your questions, your comments to the stars and to all of us. We can't wait to call out your name, answer them live. We do our best to get to everybody, but just keep them coming, and we will try to get to yours for sure. Let's just say hello to at least one person live right now. We've got some time before Trevor and his surprise guests get in here. Sally Henry from Washington, D.C. And Sally says, oh, what's going on with your third Christmas movie with Candace? She's asking me. Is that what you were filming in Budapest? And the truth is that is absolutely correct. And it was the very first time, I can say this much, there's going to be much more about this later on in the show, but it was the third movie in our Home Sweet Christmas series of movies. And it was filmed in Budapest, like you saw on our Instagrams, and we talked a little bit about. There I am skating in my free time out there in Budapest. But it was the first time either of us had ever shot Christmas at Christmas, right? So we shot it in December in Budapest, so the natural Christmas markets and the lights and the beauty of that incredible city. I think it'll be one of the most visually stunning movies that you'll see in a long time. So let's keep moving. Let's kick off the night with one of our favorite traditions. This is a show that always helps us start the year off on the right note. It's the Great American Rescue Bowl. We love it. You love it. For the fourth year in a row, we're partnering with North Shore Animal League America to raise awareness about pet adoptions and help shelter animals find their forever homes. and we got lots to talk about, but first, let's take a look at this year's furry fun.
We have got a heavyweight tug of war between Snuggles, LeBark, James, and Team Cuddles' Drooliest Sneezer. LeBark wins the battle and is on the move, and boy is he moving. He carries the ball right into the end zone for the game's first touchdown. Such a good boy. Now let's take another look. He really racked up some yardage on that one. That brings us to Snuggle Squad 16, Cuddle Crew 9. The action is really starting to surge here in the third quarter. These pups are going at it like tiny gladiators, each one vying for a taste of victory. Or maybe just a doggy treat. Either way, they are putting on quite a show. Our water bowl cam catches Snuggles' Matilda Rapino taking a drink. All that action makes for some pretty thirsty puppies. Sir Wigglebutt gets possession, and look at that pup go. He carries it into the end zone for a Cuddle Crew touchdown. But wait, he's not done. That doggy is really on a mission. He carries the ball back in play and takes off again right back into the end zone for another 7 points for the Crew. Incredible!
All right, joining me is the man, the myth, the legend, Trevor Donovan, and honestly, I'm not sure how we're able to focus on anything because of these two cuties that we have here. Come on, introduce us.
So this here is Rocket, and that is Dorothy, and these two are available for adoption here in Los Angeles.
Hi, sweetie.
So they are sweet, sweet, sweet.
Sorry, did you say something? I'm a little distracted.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it.
They're so cute.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, okay, so Rocket is a cattle dog, Chihuahua and Dachshund mix, and Dorothy is a standard poodle mix. They're both, oh, it's okay. Yeah, I'm right here. She wants a home. She just told me she needs a home. Both are not even 2 months old, and they're available to adopt through Positive Beginnings. Their website is Positive, you see it there, P-A-W, beginnings.dog. That's the first time I've heard that. And their Instagram is Positive Beginnings LA, and they're so cute. Once they find their person, they'll stop crying, I promise. That's what happens, everybody. I got a feeling they're stealing some hearts already. They're stealing mine. Hi, Dorothy. How you doing? Now, if you're not in LA, everybody, remember there are adorable animals at your local rescue and shelters looking for forever homes. I just fostered one recently, and there's dogs to be fostered and adopted, and cats all over the entire country. Now, Trevor, you, as we saw, by the way, dude, you did a good job.
Thanks,
Special
man.
commentator on that.
And
did you like
it's a lot coming from you too. What? There was a learning curve.
Was it?
I was there for a few hours. It was a long script. It was really well written.
But it's something different, right? When you're hosting versus acting, it's a very different kind of vibe.
Way different. Talking to and creating the energy on your own, and creating the excitement on your own. And the voice, my voice was changing throughout. At one point, I sounded like the movie phone guy. Hello, and thank you for calling.
Did they call you out on it? They were like, reel that in, dude.
No. They were just keep going. I don't think I went far enough. Listening to those clips, it felt a lot bigger than it was.
So it's obviously a great show. It means a lot to the network. It means a lot to people watching. What does it mean to you to be part of that and to be highlighting so many different animals that are looking for homes?
Well,
like these guys.
What do you got to say?
They're very excited, everybody. They just want to love. They just want someone to love.
Yeah, well, this is a big part of I grew up with dogs. We had adopted or rescued all of our dogs growing up. We had 2, 3, 4 dogs at a time. I have a rescue pit mix. What?
It's so funny.
They're just stealing the show.
Everybody at home, we prepare for this. We know the dogs are coming. We didn't really know that they would be so vocal, but it adds a lot. I hope our mics are turned down. That's all I got to say. Okay, they're coming in. They're coming in to rescue us. I swear they love us.
Oh, now they quiet down. See, they know someone's coming in.
Here we go. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Laura. That's great. Oh, now they get quiet too.
Exactly.
Dude, what is wrong with us?
I thought I had a way with dogs.
Yes, you do. You do. You were just in Costa Rica helping other ones. But this is a hard question here. So,
yeah.
You got the Color Crew, and you got the Snuggle Squad, right?
Yes.
Those are the two teams.
Yes.
And I know you have to stay neutral because you are the commentator,
Yes.
of course. But who are you rooting for? I know you were like.
That's a tough one. The Snuggle Squad. The effort, their pre-game effort is what it really came down to. When I went and visited them in the locker room.
Did you?
Yeah, they were warming up. They were mentally in it. The cuddle crew, they were a little distracted.
Were they?
With toys and things like that. So I'm really rooting, I think, for the squad.
We'll have to watch to find out. Did you give
yeah.
them a little pep talk beforehand?
I did. No one was paying attention.
Shocker.
Yeah.
We just saw a little bit of
Yep.
that right now. Now, okay, here's a good question for you. If the Rescue Bowl had a Most Valuable Player award, what do you think it is in a rescue animal? What do you think the quality is in an animal that wants to be rescued that is going to win that Most Valuable Player award?
Well, it's kind of hard because the most valuable part of a rescue animal is you can tell they know they've been rescued. So this just sweet, genuine appreciation. And so that's kind of what I noticed with the Snuggle Squad is they were just really happy to be there. And the cuddle crew, I don't even think they knew where they were. So
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Because you've got a lot of experience. I mean, you obviously, your dogs through the years that I've met, I can't remember the names, but that you've had on set many, many different times, and then you were just in Costa Rica helping with some rescue animals as well. So this is something that's near and dear to your heart, and so when you're asked to be part of a show like this, that must be like you just jump at the opportunity.
Oh, absolutely. It was wonderful to be the face of something that's so cool.
Yeah.
To be involved in a fun way and actually be able to blend what I do for a living with what I love to do on my free time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, best of both worlds. And like you said, I just got back from Costa Rica, and
Yeah.
it started as a surf trip and morphed into a dog adoption fundraiser, and I fostered a dog while I was down there. It was really, really cool.
We're having a little trouble getting Beth Stern, who is the show's host, on with us via Zoom remotely. So while we wait for Beth to join on, we're just going to kind of chat a little bit more about the show and about like your hosting abilities and
Or
and
lack thereof.
But by the way, typically through the years, so this is the fourth one. Typically through the years, as the show airs, I mean, these dogs get adopted. They raises awareness, and also, you know, it helps rescues and shelters around the country, which I know, you know, obviously maybe not around the country, but you're familiar with so many.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, it's huge. And like, I'm going to Wilmington, North Carolina in March for another event I started with last year called Raise the Rough. And it's a casino night to raise funds for a local shelter called Pause Place. And so all these little places all over the country it would be nice to expand that a little bit more, and you know, this event in and of itself could do that.
Yeah, and you're doing your part, that's for sure. All right, Beth Stern, you know she's coming along. She's a longtime animal advocate, national spokesperson for North Shore Animal League America. She's also the host, like I mentioned, of the Great American Rescue Bowl. It is time to bring her in from New York. Beth, how are you?
Hi.
Great to see you. I'm glad this is working out. We were worried there for a second, which is totally normal. This happens all the time with these little
Sorry
remote
about
interviews.
that.
Not at all. Not at all. Could have been on our side too. You never know. Now this is not
Hi,
just.
Trevor.
Hey, Beth. Good to officially meet you.
Nice to meet you.
It's not just adorable TV that we're talking about here. This is a powerful mission, and I know it's a powerful and important mission for you. Tell us why.
Well, I've been working with North Shore Animal League America for 15 years now. And our mission has always been to focus on adoption, going to your local rescue, saving lives. It's just whenever you want a new member of the family, don't forget that your local shelter is right around the corner.
Yeah, it's such a good point, and one that you keep saying and you help us learn for sure. I asked Trevor the same question. I'm going to ask you really quickly. Did you have a favorite team? Were you rooting for, let me get the names right, the Cuddle Crew or the Snuggle Squad?
Well, Patrick for Holmes is on the Snuggle Squad, so.
Okay. I see where your loyalty lies. No, that's a good answer. I get you. Now, obviously, the Rescue Bowl highlights and spotlights pets from shelters and partners from around the country. So what do you want people to understand about their local shelters, like the ones that are right there in their own neighborhood?
Well, just for an example, somebody I was talking to saying, you know, I don't want to go to a shelter because I want a purebred. I'm looking for a Persian or I'm looking for a bulldog. Guess what? You go to your local shelter, they're in there. I'm all about the pedigrees. I'm all about the mixed breeds. But if people are saying, I can't adopt, I need a specific breed, they're there. Please go. Please check them out. Take a look. I promise you, you're going to find somebody that tugs at your heartstrings and is going to be your new family member.
And like so many times, and we've talked about this sort of thing before, you know, if you just kind of walk through and give yourself the opportunity to meet some of these pets, they'll find you, they'll choose you. You'll know, like, all that connection will be there. It happened to me just recently, so it's a beautiful thing. Now,
Love it.
Beth, you've talked about focusing attention on pets that are perfectly imperfect, and we love that. What's something that you wish people knew about adopting special needs animals?
Well, at home, my husband and I have adopted several special needs. I have a blind cat. I have a cat with one eye. I have a kitten who has a spinal cord injury, and I have to express her bladder 3 times a day. That bond I have with that cat is beyond anything I could ever have imagined. I love her so much. She's the inspiration for my upcoming children's book, where all the proceeds save more lives. So that little gem of a little perfectly imperfect creature has changed my life, and my husband's too. She's just our joy.
I know you got Howard in there working.
I needed her just as much as she needed me.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? I mean, how many times have we heard that over and over again for people that have done this now? So I just want to say one more time a big thank you to North Shore Animal League America, working with its LA shelter partners to reunite pets with owners and get other ones adopted. It's an amazing thing. And Beth, as you know, we're live here on Facebook, and one of our favorite things is taking questions from viewers. So we got some questions for you if you don't mind.
Great.
Okay, so we've got Logan M. I should have had my glasses. We've got Logan M. from Boise, Idaho, who asks, Beth, everyone has funny voices that they use when talking to their animals. What's yours? And we want to know, we want you to imitate Howard's too, but first start with yours.
Mine's Coco Melon, Coco Bladder. That's what I do when it's time to do bladders. I'm like, Coco Bladder.
That is so sweet. What about how does Howard talk to your pets?
It's so cute. Howard has a different voice for each one of our 8 animals. So I could never copy his voice, but I always know who he's talking to by his voice.
That's really cute. You know, I got this like big stud of a guy next to me, so we want to find out what his little cutie little voice is. Well, how do you talk to your pets? Although I probably heard it.
Oh, hey there, little knucklehead. Look at your little knucklehead.
Yeah.
You're so cute, you little handsome little sucker.
I mean, people are melting. We got applause. People are loving it. Oh my gosh, that's so great. Look, he's turning red. You can't tell because his tan's so good.
I'm definitely sweating.
But anyway, Stacy L. from San Antonio, Texas asked, Beth, if someone watching could do one small thing today to help animals, what would you want it to be?
Oh, if you see an animal in distress, if you see a wildlife animal in distress, don't stop. Don't walk by. Don't just walk by. Stop and help the animal. I can't tell you how many times people are like, oh, there was a hurt bird on the side of the road. Call a wildlife rescue center. Call a shelter. They will send volunteers. Don't ignore a hurt animal.
You're so
Or volunteer at your local shelter. Walk dogs. There's a million things you could do.
I love seeing how passionate you get about it, Beth. I love these questions like trigger your heartstrings just in the right place. Okay, we got one for Trevor here. Marianne from Long Island, New York asked, Trevor, are you team puppies or team kittens?
That's a very divisive question.
That is. You got to tread lightly, my friend. Tread lightly. You got Beth on here. We know she's like, you know, we the ultimate. I don't want to call you a cat lady because that's not fair. But you're just a cat lover. Cat lover. There you go.
I love all animals equally.
Okay.
Yay.
Had cats growing up.
Yeah.
To this day, I haven't had a cat as an adult. So just by way of association with my pups, I'm team pup.
Okay. That's fair. Like it's nice because he gave like a neutral answer, but then he also gave us a real answer as well.
I'm going into
so
politics.
it's really
Honest
good.
answer.
It's really good, and it's true. Like there's sort of like, would you guys say? I mean, I got to keep reading these, but would you guys say that the benefits? I felt like cats are more independent. You can probably kind of maybe travel, be busy. No. Oh, Beth is like no. She's
The
like
only
no.
thing, the benefit of a cat is that you don't need to take them out in the middle of winter when you're in New York City.
Okay, all right, that's the benefit. That's the benefit of cat. Okay, I'm going to move on because I'm going to say something else that's wrong. Diana Marshall says, okay, this is for both of you guys. How many animals do you two all have at your houses? So how many animals do you have currently with you at home or,
Well, I have a pit bull mix that I rescued last year, Roscoe.
Right.
Right now he's up with my parents.
Okay.
I've been traveling back and forth, so that would be the one dog that
The
I
one dog that
personally-
you have now, yeah, that's right. How about you, Beth? I think this number's going
I
to be a little
have-
bit higher.
Yeah, we have 8, we have 6 cats, 3 rabbits, and 20 fosters. So you do the math.
Well, we got one more here. I'm getting I get the word here. Okay. By the way, I will do the math, and I'll get back to you. Sorry. Sandra Lewis. Hey, Trevor. Trevor Donovan. I love the mustache. It's a great look for a Mountie. Hashtag when hope calls.
I would agree. Who was that?
Sandra Lewis.
Sandra Lewis. I would agree. And actually, it's funny you mentioned that because I did just recently Google whether or not Mounties had mustaches, and apparently, early in the day, which is early 1900s, when Hope Calls takes place, they did. It was a sign of virility. So I'm gonna push to see if I can't keep this thing.
How long have you had it now? Because when you were for the Rescue Bowl, you had it.
I had it for the Rescue Bowl, so I shot my 2 Christmas movies into November.
Yeah.
And it was obviously clean shaven, so since November I started growing it. Mid-November, yeah.
He's a busy guy.
Yeah.
Beth, we had to take a little pause there, just talk about the mustache, okay? Like sometimes that happens.
And please, it looks very hot, very hot.
Okay, we got one more question here. Ben and Melissa Graves, I think. Sorry, guys, if I got that wrong. Trevor, is there any other projects that you can share with us? Well, you just did, right? So you just shot something. You got When Hope Calls.
I have 2 movies outside of the network.
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing this spring.
That's exciting.
I don't even know if I can talk. One of them's pretty high profile, so
Okay,
I
great.
can talk about it. Another one, funny enough, coincidentally, while I was in Costa Rica fostering a dog, a script came across my table that is about a story about this dog named Ethan Almighty.
Okay.
And he was a cane corso, I believe, in Kentucky in 2020, that was found in a dumpster in front of a shelter. Turns out he was abused at this warehouse. And it's a true story of this dog. One of the guys that worked at the shelter ended up adopting him. He died twice. They brought him back to life.
What in the world?
And over the course of 3 years, they pushed the Kentucky government to change the law about abusing animals. It used to be just a fine, a misdemeanor, slap on the wrist. Horrible. They changed it into a felony. So this is a story about this dog's thing. So
it's right up your alley with
I'll
your passion. This is like right on.
Yeah, I mean, I hope I could have said
Right
all
on
that.
subject.
I may not have.
Well, now, it's not like it's live or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just,
Sorry
we'll
if I
just
blew the
edit.
lid off of that.
We'll just edit that out. Okay, Beth, back to you. We want to know what it's like in this house with all those animals. Typical foster mom day for you, but like from the perspective, like what is the reality behind the cute photos from your Instagram? Because we all know we got our Instagram version, and we got reality.
Yeah, my life is not very glamorous. I wake up at between 3 and 3:30 in the morning. It depends on how many fosters I have. I have a bunch of kittens right now. I'm up all day. I have 3 rabbits. Every rabbit poops at least 350 times a day. So I'm cleaning up a lot of rabbit poop. I do a lot of bum baths on kittens and rabbits. Feedings 4 or 5 times a day for the babies. Yeah, it's exhausting. It's a lot of work, but worth it. And then there are the adoptions and getting the animals ready and going over the applications from possible adopters. It's a full-time job. And then I wake up the next morning, it starts all over again.
So 3:30. What time do you go to bed, Beth? That's
Howard
correct.
and I both go to bed at the same time, like 7:30.
Okay,
This
good
is
for
actually
you.
past my bedtime now. He's in bed. I have to crawl in and hopefully not wake him up.
We're keeping you up, but not for long. Okay, everybody, be sure to tune in to the Great American Rescue Bowl, streaming Sunday, February 8th on Great American Pure Flix and premiering on Great American Family and GFam Plus. Trevor's going to be back with later about some When Hope Calls and some other co-stars in a little bit. He's going to have his hands full with the dogs backstage wherever they went, I have a feeling. Beth, thank you so much for joining us, staying up late past your bedtime. It's just really, really great, as always, to see you and all the great work that you do.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you. Thanks for taking the time. And everybody at home,
Thank you, Cameron.
You're very, very welcome. Say hi to Howard. Here's another look at this year's great show with some cute little kitties. Take a look, guys.
Team Snuggles' Pouncy Pants is cautiously dipping a paw into the summer motif, while teammate Tom Claudy is off to a more active start. Ooh, hey now, getting very familiar with the camera. Lionel Meowsy, meanwhile, is extremely interested in whatever's happening up in that palm tree. The Cuddles Fluff Belly plays some early defense, clearly unsure what to make of these new summer distractions. Well, you know, it's been rumored there's some bad blood between teammates Pouncy Pants and Patrick Ewing, and wow, looks like those rumors are true. Talk about a hissy fit.
I mean, there he goes. He just loved it. He's just sliding into that hosting role. I better look out. All right, everybody, we're going from rescue animals finding their forever homes to a faith-filled, fun-loving family we can't wait to get to know better. Great American is premiering its first original lifestyle series. Jep and Jess, Beyond the Bayou, and it's going to be good. Here to tell us all about it, we hope, because we're having a little bit of technical glitches, Jep and Jessica Robertson. There they are. We've got you guys. Hi, guys. Okay, we can see you. You can hear me, correct? Yes, we are having trouble. Do you know sign language? Because we can't hear you right now. No, that's not good. We're going to just give us 1 second here. Okay, we're going to work on everybody at home and Jep and Jess. Thank you for your patience. We're going to work on this little technical glitch. You both look amazing. And then we're going to come back to you real quick. So give us a couple seconds here. We're just kind of rolling with it. This is the kind of stuff that happens on live. If you were with us a couple months ago, it happened then as well. So let me just check in. Team, we got some more questions, some more Facebook questions. In the meantime, we might go to some other stars from some other projects here if this kind of continues. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Okay, we got some Facebook questions on demand here. Connie Johnson from Tulsa, Oklahoma asks, what's your favorite way to relax when you're not filming? And since I'm the only guy here, I'm going to answer this one. I think it's probably for me. My favorite way to relax when I'm not filming, so this may not seem like a way to relax, but one of my favorite things in the world to do is to work out. I love to go to a gym. I like to lift weights. I like to do like long walks. I like nature. So those are some really nice things that help to de-stress for me. I'm also a big meditator. I love to meditate when I get a chance. I'm a little bit kind of off track with that, to be honest, in my life. Like I used to be a little better with that, but it has the best effect on my mind and my peace. So those are some of the things that I try to do when I'm on location, when we're filming, because the schedules are so long. So for most people that don't know, it's about a 15-hour day every day, about 12 and a half hours of shooting, plus travel time, plus hair and makeup time. So it usually comes to about 15-hour days of shooting. So you try to get whatever you can in there whenever you can, as far as nature, as far as quiet time, as far as workout time. So those are my big ways to try to relax. Also, I do my food prep and try to cook and relax. Okay, it's a long answer. I'm trying to talk a lot. We're trying to work out some technical glitches here. Wyatt from Jacksonville, Florida asks, which of your Great American characters would you most want as a real life friend? Man, oh man, oh man. I got to remember the names of the characters. That's the tricky part. But yeah, I would say Sam Stackhouse from Home Sweet Christmas he's a pretty good guy. I'd like to be more like Sam. You know what I mean? Like he's a writer. He's won an Oscar. He's got a great wife. No, I would probably say Sam Stackhouse, and I think he lives in an Airstream. It's, in all honesty, that's kind of like a bit of a dream fantasy for me, is this whole Airstream lifestyle. So that's probably who I would go with. Now, Betty from Madison, Wisconsin, of course, asks, New Year's is here. What is one thing I can do now to stick to my New Year's resolution? Well, that's a good one. I'm pretty good about my resolution. I don't really make resolutions. I just try to start the new year off right, but essentially that's the same idea. You can do, that's putting me on the spot a little bit. I guess one of the things that I do is I include it in my daily meditations. I'll make notes about it. To-do lists. I'll have little reminders on my phone for certain things. I'll help to schedule whatever those changes are in my life in like my daily schedule. I'll try to always plan in advance to not like just kind of let the day happen and then all of a sudden another day's gone by and I wasn't able to do whatever it is that I'm trying to do. Like for me, to get more back into meditation and my spiritual life. I would say things like that. I'm getting some action from behind the camera. We're going to come back to the Robertson soon. Okay, that's what does. So the word is, this just in, we're going to come back to the Robertson soon. They're being so patient. I really appreciate them. Working out some technical glitches. But first, we are now going to welcome the cast from When Hope Calls and take a look at an exclusive clip from season 3.
Before we eat, Ruby, would you like to tell us about your gratitude rock? What it means?
It started with my grandmother, and then my mama continued their tradition.
What was the tradition?
At supper, we'd pass around a rock, and whoever was holding it would talk about what they were thankful for that day.
I think that's a beautiful tradition. Would it be okay with you if we started to do that here?
That would be nice.
Would you like to start?
I'm thankful for Miss Nora, who cares so much about me.
I'm thankful that Ruby found her rock.
I'm thankful for all of the special children in my care who give meaning to my life and fill me with love.
That is so cute. It's very, very sweet. I know what I'm thankful for. All of you joining me right here, right now. Look who it is. Cindy Busby, who you just saw, is Nora. Trevor, who plays Mountie Jim, and also welcoming to the cast, the one and only Jillian Murray is here too. Welcome, guys.
Hey.
This is exciting. I love to have you. Thanks for being ready. This is live. Sometimes live, You're probably back there with your feet up, just hanging out. We're like, we need you on now.
Here are the puppies.
Get
The puppies.
in here. Yeah, playing with the puppies?
I mean, listen, there's puppies. I'm gonna play with those puppies.
Are any of them adopted yet? Is what I
mean, I sure hope so.
The Oreo one, Cindy loves Cindy. If you look at my stories, you
put
fell
its
asleep
head
on her.
on my shoulder
Really?
immediately.
Well, when we were carrying them, they were crying like crazy. So
because
that's a good
I should have
sign.
come in with them.
We're going to work it out. Okay, so you just saw Nora, obviously a beloved character, and season 3 coming in. So where do we find Nora? Catch us up.
Well, at the end of season 2, Nora has found out that she might be implicated in some bribery allegations with her boss / mentor. So, no big deal.
No.
Of course.
How about that?
So she's a little bit worried that that might compromise things with her and Mountie Michael Fletcher, of course, the one she's slowly falling in love with. Christopher
We'll get back to
Russell.
I
The
know
boy,
Chris.
you know Chris.
Yeah.
So she's, a little bit scared that.
I don't know what just happened there. All I know is that there's like a couple of really handsome guys on this show.
They have the best bromance going on the show. So that's why it's a beautiful thing.
Well, we got to hear more about that later.
But Nora is, she's getting situated in the orphanage, and loving this motherly side of her that she hasn't explored yet, while also exploring love and just still getting established in town as a new character in Brookfield.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of that essence in that
Yeah.
clip just now as well. Okay, Trevor, what can you tell us without giving away too much, too many spoilers? Catch us up as well. What you got?
Well, there may or may not be a damsel in distress slash
Who could that be?
knight in shining armor situation happening between Constable Jim Reynolds and a new addition to Brookfield. So we'll see.
Look at her sitting there,
where
all
that goes.
ready to go. We'll see where it all goes. Yes, we will. Yes, will everybody. Okay, welcome to Brookfield, first of all.
Thanks.
We're all excited, as I'm sure you are, of course. So what's it been like joining the cast? One Hope Calls. That's a big deal.
It's a set that is so, it's bigger than you've imagined. Like when you see it on screen, it's like amazing. But when you're in person, it's like, it's an elaborate town. It's amazing. The wardrobe's amazing. The people, it feels like you're immersed in the 1920s.
Yep.
And you get to work with these great people.
I know.
These great humans.
I'm so lucky.
It was so great when we got to see each other on set. I was just like,
I squealed.
We may have squealed.
I mean, I was going to ask you to try to duplicate, but it's probably not good for you.
Yeah, the audio might not like that.
It'll
But it's always great when you get to, work with your friends and what I love about their storyline is it kind of helps my storyline with Michael Fletcher advance a little bit, which is nice.
Let's start with a clip of these two, and we'll see how that might be affecting your love story too. Take a look.
Thank you. Is this just a normal day in the life of a Mountie?
Nothing about today seems normal. So you will know.
I'm really hoping to get that ring back.
Did you get it from a friend? Fiance?
It was my grandmother's wedding ring.
So it must hold some real sentimental value.
I really hope to have the love my grandparents once had. They were so inseparable and devoted.
I'll do everything I can to retrieve it for you.
Be wonderful if you could.
I will need to see you again. For a witness statement.
I have to be at the Lawrence Ranch at 9 a.m. Why don't we meet in the hotel before then?
I'll be there.
I'm glad.
Well, feeling some sparks. Awkward. I feel like, it's a little, some sparks flying. I'm just
so
gonna
many
say.
sparks.
Yeah, you guys look good together.
Thank you.
It's working. It's working. Okay, now you alluded to this already, Cindy, so something about this romance might actually be helping you and your Nora's romance as well.
Well, because Jim Reynolds is always kind of, giving heck to Mountie Fletcher about, you can't fall in love on this job, and then this guy over, how.
Now I'm just a little giggly little schoolboy.
You got to be careful what you wish for, and put out there. But yeah, it's a beautiful thing to watch, and then, Chris Russell, Mountie Fletcher gets to watch them fall in love and is like, hey, maybe I can do that too. Maybe I should open my heart.
Mm-hmm. And he certainly didn't hesitate to give me heck either. For me.
I never heard
Maybe
that
a lot of
phrase
men
before.
could learn from that. A lot of men could learn how to open their heart a little bit from Mountie Jim, maybe.
Yeah, there's some vulnerabilities,
a lot of men.
intimacy.
No, I'm just, a lot of guys. No, honestly, I think that's there's a beautiful thing out there.
Yeah,
and
no,
you said
it's
that they've
really
got a
nice.
real. I want to hear from you guys about the bromance that's happening between these two.
Yeah, I remember in the second season when Chris Russell was about to meet Trevor for the first time, and we had met once before, and I was like, oh, you're gonna love Trevor. He's super cool, really down to earth. And Chris Russell was like, okay, there's gonna be another Mountie. You better be awesome. And then as soon as he met Trevor, he was like, wow, he's so awesome. He's so funny. I was like, I told you. So they I mean, I can only speak from what I've seen.
He's all right.
He's fine. Look at the mustache.
Oh, stop it. You love me.
Fine. No,
it's great. It's good to have chemistry behind the scenes, and so that it helps.
I think that matters a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
You work with people you love.
It
shows.
It really does show. It really, yes.
Yeah, of course.
You guys have worked together a few times, right?
Yeah, a few times.
Yeah. Now, let me find out, just
handle
because
each other.
everything's kind of jumping around here a little bit, I don't want to lose you guys too soon. Everybody wants you to stick around. Are we going to do some Facebook questions with the team I have here? I think we should dive right in right now, because everybody's like, Cameron, stop with your questions. We get the questions at home. Stop talking, Cameron. Okay, ready? Oh, wait, I got to advance a little bit to the right area because we've jumped around a little bit. Thank you for your patience, everybody at home. We love you.
Yay, we love you.
Here we go. Mackie Unson. I would love to ask Jillian Murray. Chasing Christmas was such a special holiday film. What was your favorite memory from reuniting with Trevor on the set of When Hope Calls? Wait, that's like a double question. So what was your favorite memory from reuniting with Trevor? Okay, I guess that's one question. So she loved that movie with the two of you.
Okay.
Then you reunited with When Hope Calls. What was the best part about seeing him again?
So what's interesting is we actually shot When Hope Calls first, and then we drove to Buffalo together on a road trip for 5.5 hours together to film Chasing Christmas the next day.
Gosh. Did you really?
So we had a road trip!
So road trip, there's no better way to bond than a road trip.
That was the best part?
It was the road trip.
I love road trips.
At first, I had to force him. He was like, oh, no, I like to drive by myself. I was like, are you sure? Last minute.
Wait, hold on.
Yes.
I want to see what it's like to be in a car with you two.
You're burying the lead. Trevor shut her down first. Trevor was like, no, I'm driving solo first.
That's what
I had a rental car, and
Okay.
it's a beautiful drive down from North Bay down to the border.
But it's 5.5 hours.
Yes, but you were like, Trevor.
I was like, come join me, and then he goes, okay. Like it was over.
And he loved it,
Okay.
But you got
like that.
By the way, I'm way too Canadian to say, no, you can't come in the car with me. I would be like,
sorry.
That's just my
I'd
default.
be like, sure,
No,
yeah, you want to drive? I mean, I'll be in the back. Okay. Wait, Martha, I'm so sorry, Martha. Johanningsmeer, it's my best, or Johanningsmeer. Who would you like to join the cast for When Hope Calls? What other addition would you like? Who would you like to join?
You.
If you didn't say me, I would be like, I'm out. I'm walking out the door right now.
Are you like another Mountie, or are you like a bad guy?
Can I be the bad guy?
Yeah.
I mean,
listen.
I'm a really bad guy in General Hospital, so I'm getting a lot of practice.
Yeah, I saw that video you posted today. That was some scary stuff.
Yes, I got poisoned in the neck with a syringe.
No big deal.
Not a great day.
Just a regular Tuesday.
Yeah. Okay. Last question, Jillian. Emily from Omaha, Nebraska, clearly, ask, how is your squirrel, Hazel?
Hazel's
Does she
so
really
good.
come into the house?
Yes, Hazel, she's she's in our house all day, but her kids are now in our house. So she has 4 kids. There's Hazel girl.
Oh.
I love how you're like, her kids are in the house.
Yeah, they're probably in there right now. Hazel's amazing.
So, has free reign in the house?
Yeah, so we're indoor-outdoor people, very hippie in that way.
Yeah,
we live in LA, so we just have our windows and doors open, and every now and
you're
then.
like Snow White because you just attract all the women.
I try. I like having them
Do you
in.
sing to them too?
No, you wouldn't like that voice.
Well,
they'd run away.
that's how you get them out.
Yeah. They're like, she's singing again.
I'm kidding. I've never heard her sing, people. I have no idea.
Just trust me. They would run.
I'm going to get canceled here in a minute. I love that Hazel's got her own fan base, though. I really do love that because she really does. She gets a lot of attention. We got a question
She's really
already.
special.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, rumor has it that Cindy and Trevor have a little gift for you, like a welcome gift for joining the set. There's something like for you.
We do.
What?
We have a gift.
Yeah.
What is it?
What? Oh.
Hazelnuts.
Hazelnuts for Hazel.
You guys.
What does Hazel eat? Does Hazel eat nuts?
Well,
I'm so sorry. I know squirrels. I know
Wait,
squirrels have
but no,
acorns.
no.
I know they love acorns, but do they love all nuts?
No, that's a really.
Do they eat
That's
like
a really good
macadamia
question
nuts?
they
because
like all nuts, but they have to be raw. They can't be salted and roasted. Like nature.
Do they
like
like
raw,
fruit?
just like you eat.
Like you're looking at me like I'm crazy and I don't know the diet of a squirrel. Like,
Wait, you didn't learn that in biology?
Okay, everybody. I don't want to hear about this.
Thank you guys.
No, that's
Thank
a
you.
fair question. Do they eat fruit?
Do they- yeah.
Yes, they do eat fruit. So anytime I eat an avocado, for example, and you know how you have the leftover in the skin?
Sure.
I'll throw it out to her, and she'll eat the entire thing, and she'll scrape it out with her, like.
See, no waste.
Yeah, no
Beautiful
waste.
thing.
And kiwi skins. I mean, I know you eat the skin. That's
I do
weird.
eat
That's a
the
fun
skin.
fact about Trevor.
I eat the skin too.
What?
Oh yeah, eat the whole
That
kiwi.
is so
Yeah,
dirty,
eat the
guys.
whole kiwi.
It's furry.
What the heck? Well, the golden kiwis have a thinner skin. We're getting off track here. We're talking about furry friends. We're talking about Hazel. We're talking about your pet squirrel,
But yes,
which is unique.
fruit skins.
And now, speaking of furry friends, please stay tuned, everybody. Don't tune out, even though we've gone silent. You love
this is the best.
We have another viewer question. Cindy, how is your adorable dog, Susie? How is Susie?
Listen, Susie's the best. She runs the household. She also loves to eat treats. Oh, I mean,
You even kidding
look
me?
I mean,
she's an angel.
Speaking of adoption, that's my sweet adopted Susie. We got her when she was 7. She's 11 now, and she's literally the love of my life. I'm obsessed with her.
Well, there's somebody that
She
might have
comes to
something
set
say
with
about
me. She comes every single day.
Does she?
To When Hope. She's the When Hope Calls mascot,
Is she
official.
really? That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Everybody, like, if I don't bring her to set one day, they're like, "Where's Susie?" I'm like, "Hi, nice to see you."
Yeah, good to see you too. Where's
Yeah.
Susie? Get her back here.
Yeah, literally, they don't even care about me.
And she's the most well-behaved dog. You have to add that too,
Oh,
because that
thank
means
you.
you're a good dog mom.
Well, it matters more if you say it than if I say it.
She's a great dog.
And I love dogs that have like human names. Like
That was the name she had when we adopted her, so
okay,
I just
okay.
kept it.
All right.
She has all kinds of other names though, like Monster,
Okay.
Bubby Poo.
Yeah, you got to have those names too. I mean, of course you do. No doubt about it. Okay, everybody. When Hope Calls is streaming on Pure Flix Thursday, April 2nd, and premiering on Great American Family on April 4th. Enjoy it. It's going to be an amazing season. More to come. And thank you to you three for hanging out and being ridiculous with me.
Anytime, Cameron.
Love you guys.
Anytime.
I love you guys. All right, we're going to shift here for a second. You can hang out until we like slide out. I don't know when you're going to get up and get out, but
No, we're
Let's just
staying.
stay.
you're stuck here for now because you're in the shot. I'm not sure. Okay, from the fictional world of Brookfield to the real life Comanche Ranch in Texas, we're going to try this again, everybody. Please welcome the very patient Jep and Jessica Robertson. Hi, guys.
Hello.
We hear you, and you sound amazing and look fantastic, and thank you so much for being patient with us. I know you've got probably many things to do. Before we get into your new series, because we want to talk about all this new series, everybody's very, very excited about this. I would like to say, I imagine this Christmas was both very joyful, of course, but also bittersweet without Phil. We were all thinking about you. So what did that look like for your family?
It's been really tough. I want to shout out to the When Hope Calls because Jess is a huge fan.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's been a tough, past 6-8 months.
Mm-hmm.
But, we know he's in a better place. Me and my brothers went hunting opening day of duck season, and it was amazing. And one of our first 3 ducks, I think, we got a band, which is very rare. And my dad was kind of looking down saying, "Here we boys."
Oh, that is beautiful. Yeah, it really is. And I bet you're right about that, by the way. Well, we got to know your extended family, of course, through Duck Dynasty. So what inspired this new show that we're all so excited about?
The Jep and Jess Beyond the Bayou. It's just something that has been on our heart to do. We got this ranch over in Texas, over at Comanche Moon, and through it and kind of the community we kind of built so far over there. And there's many more ranches, for sale and everything, but it's going to just keep getting bigger, the community, and we become really good friends with some of the other ranch owners. Ranchettes is what it's called. And really business partners now. So we are kind of building a few Airbnbs that are really unique, really themed stays, and it's in a beautiful countryside of Texas. It's closer to West Texas, and it's very rolling hills, beautiful scenery.
So the taping starts in March, from what I understand, and you've already alluded to this a little bit, kind of building out Comanche Moon Ranch in these these Airbnbs. We've seen, well, we'll tease the designs in 1 second, but Is that the idea? Is that you're going? Is that, will that be part of the series? Will we see you kind of doing that, or will that be already done by the time the series launches in March?
You will be able to watch the process for
Okay.
sure. Yes, it's already begun. We've already begun the groundwork, and then we will have our own ranch too that we will be building our family ranch out there, and kind of making improvements on the land, hunting on the land. There's a lot of hunting and fishing, and that's something we love.
Yeah, of course. That's what we expect to see. I'll say that for sure. Now, some of these Airbnbs, you sort of alluded to this a little bit. They have themes. I'm going to show a couple pictures now from the Shrek themed house, and the Hobbit house as well. We've got the Threxine one and the Hobbit one as well. Look at this. So there's the Hobbit, obviously. But I'm kind of going through the a little bit quickly, but enjoy these images. And these are the inspiration for the upcoming designs. Is that what I understand?
That's right. So I'm a big Tolkien fan, and so, man, when we were talking about doing this stuff, I was like, man, if we could do something like that, that would be so amazing. Like, I've always wanted to go to New Zealand. My dad actually went to New Zealand, and I would love to see that. I love like fantasy novels, especially Tolkien, and C.S. Lewis, you know. So it's just cool to kind of do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Dream and actually come to life.
For sure, and do something that's sort of near and dear to your heart too, and an extension almost like you're making your own playground there. And the reason I if it's okay, I mentioned that you mentioned New Zealand in this is because that's where they filmed Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, and at least a lot of it. And I'll say this, Jeff, that I had the chance to go there and go to the studio where they created a lot of it. I was working for an entertainment news outlet, and they had me as a guest, and the things I saw, I'm not as big of a fan as you, but I am a big fan, and it was just a really, really cool experience. I hope you get there someday, man. I really do, especially as a big fan as you are, for sure.
I've read all the books, and then I drug her to all the movies.
That's great. That's great. That's your job. I mean, that's your job. And she's probably dragged you to a few too, by the way, I'm sure. Now.
Oh, for sure.
And maybe that actually answers my next question. My next question is, you're about to celebrate your 25th wedding anniversary. So what is something special that you two do for one another just to keep that love alive?
I have learned the way to this girl's heart is through her stomach. So I cook a lot of good meals.
He does.
And I think she loves me because of it.
I love it. He is a really good cook.
Wow.
And I know it's usually in reverse. It's usually the woman cooks all the meals. I cook a lot too, but it's usually the way through to a man's heart is through his stomach. But it is. I'm a foodie. We're both foodies. We're really passionate. Our kids are all foodies. We have 5 kids. We have actually 3 grandkids now. We just had our last grandchild in December. And then we have another one on the way. So before our 25th anniversary, we will have 4 grandbabies.
Wow, that is incredible. You guys are so young to be able to say that. I'm telling you that right now. Obviously, everybody's thinking it. Yeah, well, I'm just out of curiosity, is there a favorite dish that he makes for you? Is there one that stands out?
Ooh, what's the best one?
Oh, that is too
I would say my
hard.
chicken pot pies. No?
Chicken pot pie, but that's a tag team.
Okay, that's kind of a
Yeah.
tag team.
So we make really good homemade chicken pot pie. I make the homemade crust and he makes the filling. So it's a tag team.
Okay.
Effort.
Well, it's really cute, and clearly it's working. We could all learn from you guys. And now we've kept everybody waiting long enough. So as you guys know, this is live to people on Facebook and YouTube, and so we take in questions. So we've got some questions now from the viewers for you. So Carrie from Baton Rouge, Louisiana asks, what made you say yes to doing this new show with Great American? That's a good question. Why on Great American?
Well, we came to know Great American and Bill and just the whole team. We just fell in love with what the mission is and what they stand for, and we feel like this is our home. Great American has just felt like home to us. The past couple of years, we've worked with them on different little projects, and if we were ever going to do a show, we feel like Great American is the family that we want to step into.
So the one thing, I'll say one other thing. The one thing I get asked the most is, or told the most, is, man, thank y'all for making a show that was so great that my kids could watch it with us. It was super clean. There was no cussing. There was praying. We want to keep doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're on the right network, that's for sure. We just have a comment here too. Sometimes we get questions, sometimes we just get comments. Gloria Sellers says, loved your dad. He was one in a million. So there you go. I'm sure you've heard that before. Thank you. Gloria Willie from Kansas City, Missouri asks, Jep, I beat them to it, but Jep, what is your favorite meal that Jessica makes for you?
Ooh.
Beef stew.
Yep. Her beef stew is out of bounds good. Like if Guy Fieri had it, he'd be like, I don't know about that. No, it's out of bounds good. Out of bounds good.
It is really good.
I mean, like, stew is one of my favorite things in the world, so good for you to be able to enjoy that. I love that. Cheyenne from Tulsa, Oklahoma asks, how does your faith guide the way you approach work and family?
For us, I mean, it's all I know, to be honest with you. Like my dad really instilled that in us, but really I think God instilled that in us. And so it's just like, I don't know how to function in life without my faith. So if I don't have that, then man, anything good from me, if you see me do something good, that's from God using me. So
that's right. It's the foundation.
Again, you are definitely on the right network here at A Great American Family. And guys, thank you so much, honestly. We appreciate your patience with the technical glitches as well as just kind of being here with us, and cannot wait for the show. Everybody at home, be sure to follow Great American on social media or head to our website for the updates on the premiere of Jep and Jess Beyond the Bayou. Again, thank you so much, guys, and have a great rest of your evening, okay?
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye, y'all.
Oh, wait, hold on one second. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Because we've jumped around a little bit, things are a little bit out of order. You were so close to leaving. But before we say goodbye, I know that you agree that one of the things that we love about Great American Media, as we've sort of been talking about here a little bit, the commitment to making entertainment the whole family can watch together, stories rooted in faith and family and that shape who we are. It's basically like what you just were saying just moments ago, Jep, and the person behind that here at Great American Media, you've already alluded to him, is the CEO of Great American Media, Bill Abbott, and he's joining us tonight from his home in New York. I didn't realize he'd be joining us right here, right now, but Bill, do we have you? There he is. Thanks for your patience, Bill.
You have me, you have me, and I'll back up there. First of all, it's great to be here and great, but we're driven by the glory of God, and as Jep said so well, all of our success is due to him, and for me, it's my team too. They're amazing. So I just kind of work here. But great to see you. Great to be here.
That's very humble of you, Bill. We many of us know better than that, but thank you. Thanks for joining us. I know you had a really busy day, and I know we were just waiting for you to come on. Jep and Jess, I think, have slid off here. So, Bill, you're stuck with just me. So I'm gonna dive in and ask so many questions that we want to know from our side, also from the viewer side as well. But you've spent, and I've known you for a while now, obviously. You spent more than half your life building entertainment empires, and that is a good way to say it. So what makes Great American Media so special?
Well, I think this is going to be the biggest thing I've ever been part of. And already, we've made up so much ground and gained so much traction, Cameron. It's so fulfilling to see how our brands are becoming beloved within so many different genres and different areas of the country, and I'm hearing it more and more and more, and it is just so exciting. And I think what separates us is that we're so different than anybody else out in the marketplace. Faith, family, country are our pillars, and we will never yield, never not be supportive of those principles that we know there's a big underserved audience out there looking for those values. And so that is our goal and mission, and we're very humbled but excited to be part of it.
Yeah, well, you're literally manifesting that in the world, and we appreciate all of it for sure. We've got new original movies and series premiering nearly every single week throughout the year, which is incredible, of course, including the original Lifestyle series. We were just with them, Jeff and Jess Beyond the Bayou. Very, very excited about the show. We asked them why was Great American Family such a good fit from their side, but now I'll ask you, why do you think this show is such a good fit for Great American Media?
They just signify everything about family and faith and country that is so beautiful and good. And, you know, you look at their roots, you look at their upbringing, you look at their principles. They're not doing this to be famous or for money or for, you know, the overall glamour of it all. They're really in it to help people celebrate, help families celebrate, help people understand how they've been very successful and how they've also approached their lives. And so we'll journey with them as they go from Louisiana to Texas, and there'll be family along with them, and family that they'll meet along the way, and friends they'll meet along the way, and all of that is extremely exciting, and that's the core of who we are.
It really is, and I feel like it's a very unique addition to the lineup, and like you're sort of saying so well, it's just such a good fit at the same time. It's going to be something very, very different, and yet very, very cohesive with everything else that people are watching. And speaking of other things, let's talk about a few of the other exciting, well, news for everybody. The original series. Let's start with Abilene. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so overall, we will have 5 original series this year. We're so excited about that commitment to original series, and that'll take us all the way back up through Great American Christmas, which I know we'll get to in a moment. But Abilene is going to be a very special show. It's a version of, think of Nashville with where music played such a big role in that, and country music especially. So we have our heroine is in the music industry, but she runs into some challenging times with the world that's surrounding her that she's not so comfortable with. So she kind of goes out on her own and meets a family in an apple orchard. And when she does, she learns not only about the beauty of faith and the beauty of the family and the beauty of performing in ways that aren't about the glory and the money. And that journey is one that is going to be really beautiful, and it's by one of the producers of The Chosen is producing this for us, so we're very excited to be working with Brent Green on this project and very proud of that.
Yeah, so many different types of projects that people are excited about, like that one. And this one, another event that's making headline news, many people are talking about, many people are excited about, America Reads the Bible. Take a moment and talk about this, because I think this is going to really get people, well, obviously very excited about the potential.
Well, yeah, so you think of America 250, and you think of the principles on which this nation was founded, those Judeo-Christian principles and fundamentals that are just such an important part of the core of the entire 250 years of the country. And so as a precursor to America 250, we will be doing at the Museum of the Bible in Washington, D.C., a reading of the Bible from cover to cover, 12 hours a day, over a course of 7 days. We'll have over 420 people reading from the Bible for 8 to 10 minutes, people all walks of life, people extremely famous, politicians that are famous, and then everyday people like those of us at Great American Media. So we're extremely excited about that because it really is going to be something that holds up the values that we all hold dear, and really the reason that we're all here, the Bible and the story of all the way from the beginning to the end.
What an incredible event. What an incredible event from the beginning to the end, from the reading the entire Bible over those days, over those hours. I think a lot of people will be very, very happy, very just tuned in for that for sure, and leaning into faith, just like we're talking about, is something Great American does so beautifully. And new movie coming this Easter that really reflects that, Blessings in Disguise, stars Shay Robbins, Casey Elliott, and we can't wait to see it. What can you tell us?
So viewers who remember Casey from Destined to Christmas, of all the notes I get, one of the top ones is, could we do a Destined to Christmas 3? We've done 1 and 2, and they're so winning. They're such wonderful people, both Shay and Casey. And this movie is also going to be very special because it's about faith, and it's about how faith is interwoven in your lives in many ways. And the lead, Shay, is a seamstress who is creating different fashion lines for a big event in New York. And she goes home and really discovers what her grandma used to do when she made dresses, and she was part of the fashion industry. And from that, it's a wonderful journey where she explores faith and really learns more about where her family has been, and through that heritage, we just have a wonderful, beautiful story of finding faith.
I gotta say, I'm gonna say this. So Bill, through the decades of me knowing him, has always been great at finding talent, finding beautiful stories, telling stories, but you're also very good at giving synopsis. Like, you're really good at describing the projects that we have here and laying it out for people to really enjoy. So you're the perfect person for the job, obviously. And of course, as well, go ahead, what were you gonna say? So, because there's a little delay, so I'm trying to give you that delay.
Well, yeah, you know, well, we have a tremendous team, Kristen Roberts, Caitlin Hogrick, Allison Yard, and just name a few on the programming side who, you know, Cam, obviously, and who are working very hard every single day at identifying projects that make sense for us, that make sense for our brand, that in building a brand, you have to be consistent. You've really got to focus on those areas that you know the viewers are coming and subscribers are coming to you to see. And we are relentless. We'll work harder than anybody out there to ensure that our viewers get a great experience and when they come to watch a series or a movie on our channel, we want them to turn after and say that was time well spent. And that's our goal, and we owe it to our viewers and our subscribers to do that.
It happens all year long, and especially at Christmas, because it's never too early to start talking about Christmas. I mean, where do we even start? So much to talk about here.
Yeah, we have one movie that's already been done in cold weather, and we're working on a second. It's in production. Actually, I'll be in Branson tomorrow, Branson, Missouri, to visit and say hello. That movie is going to be very, very special. Branson is just the ultimate place of celebrating faith, family, and country, and where Great American Media itself is extremely popular and all of our platforms. So starring in this movie are Jonathan Stoddard, who our viewers know well from Crossroads Springs, and Julia Riley from County Rescue is also in the movie, and they do a tremendous job, and the script is very strong. There are so many elements within Branson, not only within the city, but within Silver Dollar City and the amusement park. And they left the Christmas decorations up for us. They were extremely generous in the way they have welcomed us with open arms into their city and into their parks and their town. And so we're extremely appreciative of our friends in Branson. And the scene tomorrow night that they're shooting is on the train that goes around the park. And so we're super excited to see that and hopefully execute in a way that will make people feel really, really good in November and December of 2026.
It's always great when you can shoot Christmas at Christmas, isn't it? I mean, when you get that real natural, I mean, the fact that they left the lights up and everything. Obviously, I got an experience of that in Budapest recently, so that leads me to the third installment of Home Sweet Christmas, which obviously I filmed with the one and only Candace Cameron Bure, there was just such a treat yet again. And like you were talking about in Branson, there we are on the set in Budapest. What a beautiful opportunity. Christmas at Christmas time, like in Branson, like you were just saying. But thank you, Bill, for that opportunity from my side. It was, Candace and I have developed a really, really beautiful and
tell
close
us about
friendship.
that, Cameron. We haven't spoken. Yeah, we haven't spoken since you've been back. Would
No,
love
no.
To hear what it was like in December. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that exactly right. And so for me and for Candace, Bill, neither of us had ever shot like before Christmas, but close enough that all the decorations, all the Christmas markets, everybody at home. So Europe has these like really well-known and famous Christmas markets in different cities. Budapest having some of the most beautiful and the beautiful churches, and we had the sort of the premiere of my character's movie happening, the red carpet, which was outside of the stunning old Viennese architecture that you wouldn't get anywhere. We had drone shots over the city. I'm going to say this, Bill, and I really mean this when I say it. I would dare to find another movie, and I haven't seen anything that we've shot that is as visually beautiful as what you're going to see in this next installment of Home Street Christmas Movies. I think the story's beautiful. I think it's fun. There's humor there. There's so much heart, but visually, it's going to be hard to take your eyes off the screen. And I know that just from being like a visual person and seeing what the shots are and knowing our great director, Paula L. as well. So I really, really believe that this will touch people's hearts from obviously the content and what we're trying to convey, but also really move you with the cinematography and the beautiful vistas in Budapest. So I just would like to say thank you for that experience, because I was blown away just being there.
Well, so Cameron, a couple of things on that. First of all, the script is beautiful, and it's beautifully done, and it's so much fun. There are very few times that I'll actually laugh when I'm reading something. The scene with you in the luggage at the start of the movie, and multiple times throughout the script, it was just beautifully done.
Oh,
but secondly, coming from you, that means so much to hear that you thought the production and the setting was that beautiful. That I am sure will live up to our expectation, which is so exciting when you combine a great story with incredible talent, world-class talent, you and Candace, with a great script. This is going to be enormous for us and so special, and we're so grateful. Now, this is the third thing that I said to Candace before she left. I was very concerned about both of you having to travel right before Christmas, before the holiday, and your commitment to go and do that. I know I looked at my calendar to think about going and just visiting, and it was like just impossible, just for one day, much less you having to go and spend multiple weeks in a foreign country. Had you ever been to Budapest?
I'd actually been just for like a couple of days once with my mom and dad and my kids back, but we were just kind of passing through. So the funny thing is, Bill, I was looking through, there's this trend on social media where you go back 10 years and look at your 2016 photos. So I was just trying to see if I was going to do my post, and I was going through those 2016 photos, and there was a picture of my dad, my kids, and me in front of this beautiful church, and I was like, wait a minute, that's Budapest. Wait a minute, that's where the Christmas market was. That's where we shot for 5 days. Looked totally different because it was all a Christmas market. The church was all done up. But it was just an amazing kind of 10-year comeback story, like sort of all full circle coming back to see that and sort of putting those pieces together. So yes, I'd been there very quickly, but interestingly, just revisited it just days ago, really. So I'm glad you asked.
Well, that's phenomenal. I'm glad you have been there, but at the same time, it's a far off land.
Yes.
This isn't going to London or Dublin or even a city in Western Europe. I mean, you're really detached. I would have to believe. I've never been, but I have to believe you're detached from a lot of the world, and that's such a cozy, family-friendly time. Your commitment and your dedication to us is second to none, and Candace, as well. I mean, we were so incredibly grateful, and we are incredibly grateful that you did that at that time of the year.
Well, thank you, Bill. It was really a real pleasure, something I'll never forget. So thank you as well. And speaking of Candace, let's get into some of her other amazing projects that she's got coming up. I know she's very busy with Great American. So what else can we see Candace in?
So she has a wonderful second Christmas movie that she is working through that I won't share details because we're going back and forth. I was traveling today, so we're going back and forth on that. But that will be, I think, really epic and very different from the typical rom-com boy meets girl type of story that I know she's very excited about. And certainly her Ainsley McGregor series just gets better and better. These mysteries are so well written, and she performs so well in them. And the Case of the Watchmaker premiered a couple of weeks ago, and the fourth installment is beginning soon into production. So it takes a long time to build not only a business but a franchise of content. And what she did with Aurora Teagarden at the other place was extremely special. She also did it, though, within an infrastructure that had many other mysteries, and one of which was yours. It was very, very well done. So, that I think is a lot easier than it is when you have a challenge, when you're the only, at this point in time anyway, the pioneer, really, which she's so good at. But we're really seeing these stories begin to take root and find their not only their audience but their voice. And when Candace finds her voice, it's over. We know that this is going to be a classic for many, many years to come.
That's so true. That's true. She is a force in so many ways, and yet so gentle and loving and compassionate all at the same time. She's an amazing talent. And also, we've got exciting things happening with County Rescue, Crossroads Springs, and we got some of the stars from those series joining us later to talk all about that. So we'll get to that. But we want to make sure that we get to what, as you know, Bill, because we've hosted these together, that everybody loves to ask these questions, and we've got questions for you. So before we let you go, it's getting a little late there on the East Coast. This is a comment. So we've got Miriam Metcalf. Go ahead. One more time.
Calls too.
Sorry, we're having
will be premiering this spring.
Yes. Right. Thank you for that. Thank you.
I know. Sorry that I'm not there with you. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. No, we always love it when you are, but I know you're a little busy. So Miriam says to you, Bill, thank you. She's so thankful for this faith-based channel. To God be the glory, and may each of you be blessed beyond measure for standing up for Jesus. So that's from Miriam Metcalf. She wanted to share that with you, which is a beautiful sentiment. Thank you very much, Miriam. Josie from Tucson, Arizona asks, Great American Christmas has become a signature moment in my household. What makes you say yes to a Christmas movie script? That's a good question. So what is it about a script where you're like, all right, we can work with this. This is a beautiful story. Let's create this.
That's a great question, and Great American Christmas really is becoming that tradition in people's lives that we aspire it to be, and a place you can go to and celebrate with your family. But in terms of scripts and new originals that we look for, certainly we look for those elements that are celebratory and that make people feel good, and then celebrate the season as it's meant to be. Faith is a big part of, we talked about, of our overall it's our main focal point, it's our raison d'etre. And the elements of faith don't need to be so on the nose that every story is a story of redemption, or every story is a story of grief and anxiety and loss and then coming back from it. Faith is celebrated in so many ways through people's lives every single day. Whether it's praying before a meal, whether it's attending church, whether it's just praying on your own. And so we really want to convey that. And so elements of faith are important. Certainly family elements are very important. Certainly good character arcs and stories where people at the end of the day do the right thing and are surrounded by others who reinforce those notions of faith, family, country, and the family unit. And we don't want the dad to be the one in the room who is, always written in a certain way that encourages disrespect. We want to show that respect throughout the years of great grandma to grandmother to mom to Dad and the children. And so it's stories that really we feel like have that heart, have that emotional connection. And then if they have all of those things, they're rare, but we do our best to weed through all of the content that's submitted to us and pick the best ones.
And you do such an amazing job. Obviously, I keep saying that.
We also,
but
Cameron,
it's so
get
true.
a tremendous amount of feedback. Yeah, our decisions are really guided by the feedback that we get from fans. We had over 20,000 reviews this year of all of our Christmas movies, and going through them and really analyzing what helped. Every time we read one, it educates us and we learn something from it. And so it's a very important part of the process here, because what we're doing is to serve our fans and to make the world a better place. And so the fans are a critical component of who we are.
I think it's a great, elaborate answer for people to realize all the different elements, you know, that you look for. Maybe not every single film has got every single one of those elements, but so much to consider, and the fans and the viewers being at the very top of that list, and making sure that they're happy, reading the reviews and all of that. Bill, you're an amazing man, and it's great to catch up. I know we're just catching up through Zoom here, or through our remote connection, but it's always great to see you. Everybody here appreciates you more than you know, and I'm sure we'll talk soon, no doubt. So thanks so much for joining us tonight, Bill.
Thank you, Cameron. Thank you, everybody that is there. We so appreciate you, and thank you for those of you who are watching in the audience. We appreciate the support more than you can imagine.
All right, have a great night, Bill. We're going to move on now to our drama series. We sort of alluded to it a tiny bit, County Rescue. It follows small-town EMTs and first responders while leaning on faith, community, and each other, just like we've been talking about. The show is back for season 3, and joining us, hopefully now, there she is. One of the stars, Julia Riley, checking in straight from the set of An Ozark Mountain Christmas. You look like Miss Christmas. Look at you, Julia.
Thank you. I feel like Christmas. It's so fun getting to continue on the celebration.
Yeah, that's right. Isn't that true? Isn't that true? When you make Christmas movies in July or the summer or the fall, whatever, you get a little taste of Christmas early. But in your case, you've just extended the whole holiday season. So good for you. Jonathan Stoddard will be joining us in a little bit to talk about Crossroads Springs. But first, congratulations on County Rescue Season 3. What can fans expect?
Thank you so much, and it's so good to be here and to see you, Cameron. I am super excited about Season 3. Fans can expect to, still be following this family of EMTs at the station. And, there's going to be moments of some high intensity, but of course, those fun bonding moments between the crew as well. We have some new characters, new faces that I think fans will be really excited about. And I'm also really excited for people to see my character, Danny, this season. She has a lot of growth and maturity and has become such a source of stability at the station, really stepping up into a new leadership role. So it'll be fun.
Yeah, well, you're right in the fact that people are looking forward to it, and I love when your character kind of goes through things and you can't wait for people to experience that. You're doing such a great job there.
Thank you.
And the series is often praised for the respect that it shows to first responders and what it really takes to be an EMT. So how does that resonate with you?
Sure. We have, I speak on behalf of all of our cast and crew. We have the utmost respect for the first responders. And something really cool about filming the show is our first couple of seasons we did shoot at real EMT stations. So we were constantly around the EMTs and they would answer questions, and we saw them going out for calls, coming in for calls, and they're just so incredible and true heroes and saving real lives out there. So it has been such an honor and a blessing to get to even experience an ounce of that through making this show.
I bet. I really do. I bet. All right. So with all that, that's a great setup. Let's take an exclusive look from the new season. Here you go.
Elevator broke down for a few minutes, called the fire department, they got everybody out. No one needed treatment. Ms. Johnson here was fine up to a couple minutes ago. I'm sure it felt like forever, being stuck with 7 others.
Hi, I'm Danny Miller. This is my partner, Andy Dalton. Can you tell us what's going on?
Heart's racing, chest feels heavy.
You see her?
Let's slow that breathing down together, all right? So in through your nose, hold, out through your mouth. Good job. One more.
Pressure looks good. Elevated heart rate is leveling.
That's what we want to see. Your body was reacting like you're in danger. Are you on any medications?
No, just vitamins. So you're saying a panic attack? Kind of embarrassed.
Not at all. It's better to be safe than sorry every time. And you did the right thing calling.
Well, there she is again. By the way, that was, you looked fantastic. You look amazing now too, but that was such a beautiful clip. Had you seen that yet? Sometimes I wonder, because I'm not there with you, so I can't see if you're watching and if you're, is that something that you've seen?
Thank you so much. I actually had seen that clip one other
Okay.
time.
All right.
For another interview I did, but it's so exciting to get to see it, and I'm really excited to see the season myself,
you got
because
such
we're
a
kind of
big
seeing it with the fans of the show a lot.
Yeah, that's so true. Now, Brett Varvel was in this clip, so, we know Brett, obviously. We know what he's like in a lot of people, but sometimes, if you haven't worked with him, somebody's personality on set is a little bit different. What's he like to work with? What's he like on set?
Oh my goodness, Brett is amazing. I mean, first of all, he's an actor, a producer, a writer, a director. He has so many talents, but he's so professional, but also just so much fun to be around. And the entire cast and crew definitely really looks to Brett as a leader. He's amazing, and it's been such a gift to work with him now for 2.5 years, almost 3. I don't know.
I'm trying to think back when the first time I got to interview you guys all together here, but let's shift over to your character's faith, which obviously we've been talking a lot about tonight as being such a big part of the Great American Media, and I know it's a very important part of your role, but how do you carry that into your everyday life? Because I know you, and I'll say in real life, you're such a faithful person.
Yes, I am. I mean, my faith is at the forefront of my own life, and my relationship with Christ is. And actually, a little fun fact for everyone, speaking of Brett, he baptized me our last week filming season 3, and our entire cast was there, and it was just so special. I had my parents on FaceTime, so it was really incredible.
By the way, you kind of buried the lead there. Like I have all these questions for you. That's an amazing story. What?
Yeah.
Is that out there? Did I not do my research properly? That's incredible. Okay, so I'm sort of like shuffling here a little bit.
We haven't talked about it, but
No.
I was like, speaking of Brett and faith, I just wanted to share that. But yeah, I don't think I've shared that.
Well, that's really beautiful, and not sure what you say. Just just touched my heart. So thank you for sharing that. And now, speaking of sharing, we've got so many people at home that want to chime in. And again, thanks to everybody at home for sending in these questions and comments and being part of the show, making this interactive part. So for Julia, here we go. David H. from Providence, Rhode Island asked, do you approach Great American Christmas movies differently than County Rescue? It's a good time to ask.
I like that question. Yeah, it's a great time to ask. Definitely, I would say. I said that very hesitantly, but I would say so. I think my characters in the Christmas movies are a lot more fun and vibrant, and in this movie specifically, I'm very much little sister energy, and it's so much fun. But I think in County Rescue, especially this past season, I wanted to go into that with a lot more growth and maturity, and a lot of that is more dramatic content as well. So it's kind of just getting myself into a different headspace before a lot of the scenes versus doing a Christmas movie. And I think sometimes with Christmas movies, we can be, do a little more. And with County Rescue, I try to hone it in some and make it a bit more grounded, just kind of depending on the scene and the project, but they are different. But at the end of the day, it's doing the same thing in front of the camera. So,
different extensions of yourself. But I like what you said, that you try to be a little bit more subtle on County Rescue, and it's true. There's a little bit more theatrical as far as like being kind of, I don't want to say big, I just want to say like you just really want to project the essence of Christmas and the magic of the story. Like, so I do get that little difference there. I think that's a good one. All right, Sammy T's chiming in here from Henderson, Nevada. Sammy T. So that's a good name. Are you good at memorizing your lines, or does it take some time?
Ooh, this is actually funny. I feel like I was quicker to memorize my lines when I was still in school, because I would study for tests by basically memorizing everything on the study guide, and so I was constantly using that part of my brain. But I feel like after a couple days when I'm on a set and on a project, I kind of get back into the rhythm of it, and so then I get pretty quick at memorizing them. But yeah, I'm not as fast at memorizing now as I feel like I was when I was maybe like 12. I don't know if that's a common thing or not.
That's interesting. That's interesting. I feel like I've gotten a little bit more efficient with it, but it's true. We all have our little techniques. I work on a soap opera as well, and that has an enormous amount of dialogue, and so you've got to really kind of, you got to get them down. That's for sure. I mean, are you ready for this? I'm not exaggerating. This is a true story. After I got back from shooting the movie in Budapest that we've been talking about tonight, I went to General Hospital and I had 87 pages of dialogue in one day. 87.
No way.
87. I was in every single item the whole day. 87 pages. So yeah, I definitely had my work cut out and jet lag. Okay, Beverly Wilson Heslin.
Love that.
Says, Julia, you've alluded to this a little bit already, but how will your character change this season?
Yeah, well, one thing I can share is I become somewhat of a mentor to a new rookie at the station.
Yep.
And so I think that's a very different side of Danny than we've seen the first 2 seasons. And Danny's a lot more confident in her work, in her faith, in her life, and really wants to step up for herself and for the team. And I think y'all will like that side of her. I hope you do.
Oh, I mean, everybody's gonna love. I mean, look at you. Everybody loves you. Even like you coming in remote with that background, it doesn't even look real. Like, did you like AI all that in there? Like, that's amazing. You just, like,
it is amazing.
Everything you do, everything you touch seems to be fantastic, and we're really grateful.
This is the perks of being on a Christmas movie set right now.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you look great. The set looks great. I'm really excited for everything happening in your life, including all things Great American. So thanks for taking the time, okay? It's really great to see you again. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, Cameron.
Okay.
It's so good to see you.
Great to see you, too. All right, everybody, make sure to watch the first and second seasons, of course, of County Rescue so that you'll be up to speed when the new season comes out later this year. Now, we've mentioned it already, but faith and family are at the heart of this network, and Crossroads Springs truly reflects just that. And the series follows the Hamilton family as they work to keep their struggling ranch afloat, leaning on prayer and perseverance. And joining me now is Brittany Underwood, who plays Maggie, often considered the heart of the town. She just slipped in. She just barely made it in. But you're loud. This is live. Hi, love.
How
it's
are
great
you?
to see you.
Great to see you.
Yes, welcome, welcome. We happy to have you.
Oh.
Thanks for joining. Thanks for being patient. I know you've been here for a bit waiting.
Oh, no.
Were you playing with the puppies?
Of course. I had to look at the puppies. I was so jealous that they got to hold them and come up. So, yeah, I'm a little jealous of all the puppy holding.
Well, it's always good to see you. And before we dive into what to expect from upcoming episodes, walk us through the faces of Crossroads Springs, like the who's who, how they all connect. Because it's not a lot, but you kind of got to get it all figured out a little bit, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So is Jonathan here?
Well, we're going to invite him in to help us with this part too. Jonathan is, I'm getting the signals, the bat signals from behind the camera that Jonathan is indeed here.
Yay!
Jonathan, look at you. That's a little bit of a familiar set. We wanted to give you time to swap out with Julia, so it's good to see you, dude. Good to see you. Thanks for that. Sorry, that was a little clunky.
No, it's great to see you guys. Hi, Brittany.
Hi,
Cameron. So a really funny story to kick this off. So Julie and I were going to do this little bit where we thought she was going to mention working with me on an Ozark Mountain Christmas. So I have literally been hiding behind the chair.
No way.
With my hand on the Christmas tree, so that when she was going to say like, oh yeah, working with Jonathan, it's been great, whatever. And then I was going to shake the tree as jingle bells and pop up with a present behind. So,
so wait a minute. This is, are you, first of all, are you being serious? You were
100%.
You were behind the chair the whole interview. Did she completely forget?
No. It just, we didn't end up getting to the point of talking about the Christmas movie that we're on together.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Maybe that was my fault. Did I miss a question in there? I don't know. That is so funny. That was so funny. So anyway, welcome. Welcome to being on camera. You were almost on camera for so long, but it's good to see you, man. I appreciate it.
So close. I felt it.
Yeah, you did. That's a great story. That's a great open. But you got to take us through all the characters. Well, not all the characters, but the essence of the show. We're going to show a graphic here, which helps lays it out a little bit here. It's going to come up. All right, there we go. Crossroads Springs. And we've got the Hamiltons, we've got the Newmans, we've got the Hedges. So between the two of you, help us out.
Yeah, I feel like you should take the Hamiltons. This is your people.
All right. All right, so I got the Hamiltons. So, of course, my dad, Willis, Sean Johnston, absolutely amazing. We have my Aunt Amy, played by Kate Drummond. We have my sister, Emily Alatola. We have her previous love interest, and then, of course, there was a little, but then maybe a little, who knows? But played by her wonderful husband, Franco.
Wow.
And then, of course,
I like those little
the little and then You could say a lot with a little inflection.
It's true. I got you. I'm right there with you, dude.
My lips are sealed. I ain't saying nothing.
Oh. And then we got Daniel Newman, causing all the trouble up in these parts.
Is he?
Yeah.
Jesse Hutch.
Yeah, Jesse Hutch. We love our Jesse.
Yeah.
And then we got Tina, played by one of my dearest new besties, Erin Agostino, who I'm obsessed with, and we talk like every day. I love her. And then we got John McLaren, who is also on When Hope Calls. So he is married to Tina, and my character found them in her cafe, and they were down on their luck, and she offered them some hospitality and then kind of brought them into the family and introduced them to the Hamiltons. So yeah, that's our little family tree.
That's the family tree. That's very helpful because we've done that before months ago, but it's very good to get reminded, especially for people, especially with the season coming out and everything. Now Maggie is a vital part of the community. So tell us a little bit more about her. You mentioned how you kind of worked in with that other couple, but just in general.
Yeah, so she owns the Daisy May Cafe, named after her grandmother. And it's kind of like the town watering hole. Everybody can kind of come and either talk about their own things, or she's kind of like the local bartender, but with pastries. So she can hear about their problems. And yeah, she does a lot now in the community, helping out with charity that we will see more of in this part 2 of our first season that I guess is coming out March 7th. I think that's the date, right, Jonathan? Is that the right date?
We will definitely announce it at the end of this. I think that sounds good. No, I'm just saying. No,
okay.
It's coming.
Okay.
I just got a lot of dates memorized. I got a lot of shows premiering and movies coming out. No, I need a little help. Okay, so we'll see. But don't hold us to March 7th, but it could be.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Okay, Jonathan, your character often looks to Maggie for guidance. So I think this clip that we're going to see right now shows just that. Take a look.
Hey Maggie, do you mind if I run something by you?
Yeah, of course. Everything okay?
Yeah.
What's up?
Actually, you know what? My day started off great. I was working on the sermon for Easter, and then Dad went ahead and dialed up the expansion of the herd.
Is that such a bad thing? I mean, maybe your dad was just feeling confident about the water supply working out and wanted to make sure he was ready.
I don't mind him being proactive. The issue is that he announced it in front of the entire Rancher Association.
Oh, that is quite a proclamation.
Yeah. And of course, Daniel Newman was there. And I don't think it's wise to let him know that we're confident about our growth.
Right. Well, I will say your dad has been dealing with the Newmans for a pretty long time, and I know his methods can be unconventional, but he always seems to find a way to make it work. I'm sure he had a good reason for making that announcement.
I mean, I kind of want to talk to Maggie for advice and guidance. How do I get in touch with Maggie? Because I need some help with some stuff.
She's wherever you need her to
You'll
be.
find her at the Daisy May Cafe?
Yeah, Daisy May Cafe. Come on
Right,
down.
oh, that's right. I got to go to Daisy May. That's a trek from LA,
Yeah.
but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. Now, obviously, fans are hoping for a little bit of romance in the new episodes. Anything that either of you can tease or share?
Well, we can't give too much away,
No, you
but
can't.
I will say that we just see all of the reasons, as you just saw in this clip, like they love and support each other so much, and that love is also built on like a friendship love of being able to help each other through things and offering that guidance. So I think, you know, we're building and we'll see where it goes.
That's the best way to build a nice relationship on that friendship and support and helping each other out.
Yeah.
Gosh, does that happen anymore?
Well, you have the communication, that mutual respect, the shared faith.
Yeah.
I love it. But, you know, honestly, gonna get all sentimental here. It's really sweet that you put that out there, like for people to see that and be patient and getting to know people and relationships. It's a beautiful thing. So good for you guys to set that nice example.
Yeah, I think that any relationship built on a friendship, I heard this the other day of like, most romantic relationships also end in friendship. Like once the attraction wears off, what you have left is the friendship. So if you haven't built that, that's when I think things maybe fall apart.
She is a therapist, everybody. Now here, shifting back to being on set, I'm kind of going off on tangents over here. The two of you spend a lot of time rehearsing together. Obviously, after you finish work, after you're wrapping and everything, and apparently, like, you know, you're probably hungry at the end of the day, and you know what Jonathan goes to snack on. It's not really like super in line with what you go to snack on.
No, we are like polar opposite.
So let's go through this. Let's go through this. What's everybody eating for their snacks and at the end of the day? What do we got?
I would say his room looks like a Whole Foods and mine looks like a child's pantry. I got the like Easy Mac and like white cheddar popcorn. He's got like spirulina, is that what it's called? Like healthy green stuff.
Spirulina?
Spirulina.
Yeah, I didn't even get that right.
The spirulina?
No, yeah.
She has like the Walmart candy aisle.
Yeah, Walmart candy aisle. And you're like the Whole Foods like organic aisle. Well, every aisle is probably organic there. I love that. That's fantastic. So like you just have like the metabolism of a teenager, which is incredible. Good for you. The rest of us have to. By the way, I'd be knocking on your door for snacks. I got to be honest. Like I want what you eat. I want that, and I'll get a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I work hard so I can have some of that.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
the truth is.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's a little bit closer to Jonathan. Okay, we're going to play a fun rapid-fire game here. You guys have been prepped a little bit. It's inspired by, obviously, the Crossroads Springs themes of community choices, personal journeys. The game's called Crossroad Confessions. This is how it's going to work. I'm going to ask a playful scenario. I like how I'm going into game show host.
Yeah.
Question. And Jonathan.
Let's do it.
Jonathan, you're going to answer. So I'm going to create a scenario. Jonathan, you're going to answer as if like, would James or wouldn't James do that scenario? And Brittany, you obviously do the same thing, but as Maggie, in character, you guys in character here. Okay. Everybody at home, after I say the scenario, you think to yourself, all right, would I do this or wouldn't I do this? And chime in, send us a message. This is how it's going to go. You guys got it?
Okay. Yes, I think. Let's see.
That was an introduction. Here we go. Would you be the first to sing karaoke at the town festival? The first. You got to get up there first. Nobody's done it yet. Jonathan, would you do it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
James.
I think if there was a delay, I think James would be like, hey, is anyone going to go? Oh, no one? Okay, well, we got to start this off.
Yeah.
Give me a guitar. Let's go.
Oh, wow. James is in. Okay, Maggie?
I think Maggie's, I don't think we've heard, Maggie doesn't sing. Maggie might be a little shy.
Okay.
I don't
so
know.
Probably not Maggie. Maggie would be like,
she wouldn't be
somebody else
first.
go
Yeah, she would let James go first.
Yeah, I'll tell you who wouldn't be first.
But meanwhile,
I wouldn't be first, second, third, fourth,
in
or
real
fifth.
life,
6th or 7th or 8th. I wouldn't be any of them. Okay, great. All right, ready? And everybody at home, send us your answers as well. Here's another one.
All right.
would you try to fix a tractor yourself before calling for help? So your tractor's down, you get in there and try and fix it. Or does James or does Maggie? Go ahead, Jonathan. James would.
Oh no, yeah, that's a me.
This is
yeah,
this is a yes.
Yeah, he would do it. I would call James.
You would call James, so
I would
that's
call
what you
James
do.
to
That's what
fix
you
my
do.
tractor.
I would call James too. Okay, next question. Bake something for the town potluck and pretend it's homemade even though it's store-bought. So you're going in there, it's town potluck, everybody's like, oh, this is amazing. And you'd be like, yeah, I made it in the kitchen. It took me forever. It's so good.
Are you even allowed to do that? I don't.
People do that.
Maggie would never, because Maggie is a great pastry chef, so she wouldn't have to say that everyone would just know. She would
Your
never do
whole attitude
store-bought.
changed on that question.
Because that
You're
is like
mad
her
at me for
pride.
asking.
It's like her pride and joy is baking. She's like a bakeaholic. So
All right.
yeah.
What
she would
about
never
James? What
claim.
about James?
Oh no, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
No, I can't. I don't think I would
Can't
do that.
lie. He's a pastor.
I would say this is like Erewhon soup. Like I mean, I don't know. Like people, that's a West Coast
Well,
thing.
one,
but
we
anyway.
see it in some of the episodes. I can't even keep my dad's secret, let alone like I don't even know how to bake. So I can't do that.
Yeah, you wouldn't bake, but you also wouldn't say that it was homemade. And
No,
that's the key.
absolutely.
That's the key for me.
Yeah.
Why would you, like,
Why
that's
would you
not-
lie? I would
you
just be
can't
like,
do
I
that.
bought this. Yeah.
No.
All right, I think I got one more.
Okay.
Would you accidentally? I love that. Okay, so would accidentally start a small town rumor without realizing it? Like, would James be likely to accidentally start a small town rumor without realizing? Would Maggie?
Interesting. I feel like Maggie might accidentally let something slip, or like,
Okay.
if it was very innocent,
Yeah.
I could see Maggie doing that, maybe.
Okay.
I don't think James
Well,
would.
way to go, Maggie.
Yeah.
What about?
I don't think.
Watch out what you tell Maggie.
What about James? What about James, Jonathan? What you got?
No, I don't think James would do it. He's pretty much a lockbox.
Okay.
The only time that he's ever kind of let something out of the bag, but it was in a very contained space, was with my dad.
Okay.
And some of his plans. But even that was a very intentional, purposeful idea of
Right.
family and togetherness.
Yes. So you almost had
versus
intention. Well, it
accidentally.
wasn't really necessarily accidental.
Yeah.
Well, I could tell you for sure that would be something that I probably would do accidentally without meaning to, and then regretting it. And maybe it's already happened. Maybe it's already happened. We'll talk later and I'll tell you about it. Okay, now we're going to go to Facebook questions as we do. Martha J says, Jonathan, how are you liking the Ozarks? I mean, I think maybe miss the location that you're shooting in, but go ahead and explain how that works.
So we're shooting an Ozark Mountain Christmas right now, literally on set. We've been filming all day. We're out in Branson, Missouri, here in Silver Dollar City, which is probably one of the most spectacular places I've ever seen. I'm absolutely loving it, to answer your question, from the community to the environment, to the space, to the lighting, that like all of it. This has just been a phenomenal experience. Really grateful and blessed to be here.
Angel Burley says, hey, Brittany.
Oh.
What drew you to Crossroads Springs and the role of Maggie?
Oh, a lot of things, actually. I mean, getting to work with Jonathan on a millionth project is always an appeal. I love working with Jonathan, and also the character is just so cute and darling, and she just loves helping people, and I just fell in love with her right away.
I bet you did. I bet you're very similar to that. Okay, Cody from Nashville, Tennessee asked Jonathan, love your song Crossroads Springs.
Yes, so good.
Brittany, do you sing? Cody wants to know.
I dabble in some singing.
I knew you could say that. Okay, so now this is the part where Brittany bursts into song for us and sings her own rendition of Maybe that's next Facebook Live.
Yeah, I was gonna say Brittany is very humble about it, but she has a phenomenal voice. So one thing that we've been wanting to incorporate, especially with Jillian and some of the music that we've been doing for the show, Brittany, we're gonna. No. She doesn't have a choice. It is going to be happening at some point. She is going to be singing because she has such a beautiful voice.
Oh, thank you, honey. I love you.
No wonder you guys love working together. Well, I want to thank you both for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
This has been really fun. Thanks for playing the game. Hey, everybody. Crossroads Springs is back with new episodes streaming. Ready for this? You were good. Thursday, it's streaming Thursday, March 5th.
Okay.
And then on Great American Pure Flix and premiering Saturday, March 7th on Great American Family and GFan Plus. So that's the March 7th that Brittany was talking about. Yeah. Now, Cindy and Jillian are coming back out and joining us right here and right now. Come on in.
Surprise!
Oh my goodness, it's not just Jillian and Cindy.
It's Cindy and these two sweethearts.
Oh my goodness. They're still available, everybody.
I can't believe it.
I'm sort of surprised that nobody's run away with these cuties yet. Okay, everybody, be sure to tune in to the Great American Rescue Bowl that's streaming on Sunday, February. Should I just stop talking and go look at the puppies?
Yeah, no one's listening.
Just
They're
get
just like,
we get like just close up the puppies. Nobody cares. Okay, so the Rescue Bowl Sunday, February 8th on Great American Pure Flix and premiering on Great American Family as well and GFan Plus. So check it out there. So much fun. As you guys saw, Beth Stern, Trevor Donovan are part of that, as well as, and most importantly, lots of rescue animals. And you're going to see puppies like Rocket and Dorothy here who are available for adoption. As a reminder, Rocket is a cattle dog, Chihuahua and Dachshund mix. Dorothy is a standard poodle mix. Both are not even 2 months old. They're not even 2 months old. They're in the weeks. They're like 7 weeks old.
Here you go, Cameron.
Okay.
It's a boy.
Hi, baby. Hi. Last time I held you, you started to cry. I got a little bit of a thing. But you're all chilled because you've been hanging out with
Look at this nugget.
Yeah, we chilled them out.
And,
Look at
everybody, remember, if you're not in LA, there are adorable animals at your local rescues and shelters looking for their forever homes as well. So Positive Beginnings, you see it right there. So check that out, everybody. PositiveBeginnings.dog. You ever seen that dog?
I've never seen it.
I haven't, but I love it.
Yeah, I love it too.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
So Cindy, Jillian. I should combine Cindy and Jillian. I was like Cindian.
I
like it.
Jildy.
Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And you two as well, you two little cuties. And I wanted to say a huge thank you to everybody at home. You guys are awesome. It's so fun to get your questions, your comments. We love everything that you send in and all of your support. So thank you for supporting Great American Media and being part of the movement that keeps faith and family front and center on our screens. And be sure to share this event with your friends. Stay tuned for premiere dates and for all of the new and returning series and movies, and they're coming your way all year long. We love you guys. Have a great rest of the night.
Adopt, don't shop. Yay!